vice president na yare wakwama no ne aba kodi bosumi mienu. In fact, so far this has been in Canada. So many afraid they say sitting vice president and I said even president go yara ko sabu 2 months I mean tibida. Omo koba. Oba ye what the private jet in buy. Mama disclosure straight away. I have no problem when it is necessary for the executive to use private jet. I have no problem. When it is necessary, say, president and now vice president. In fact, even finance minister and as a foreign affairs minister, ebia betuma dru baby na asebi here say foreign affairs minister no ekọ baby on behalf of the country. Ekodi nkomo bia you be man private jet of anko. Me say many problem with it. Many problem. But NDC for be money be ye crime. Na ukuje to black one. Nyakopon. Sa wo nyinya mi a e wo wiase a. Asem a abase se kwa agi nyakopon di. Sa ukuje to black one etu na ni seed na akufo ado so na akufo ado afa play no na enkrasefo no so na mu na he said the ensure to na sa wo so a na ado jonso wo jonso wo wiem. Why na water flight from Ghana to America? One you saw flight no muda. And I said nketia ebia se be yenti dia de minim because someone ya be phone as what play mu kwa na jonso de wabajonso. Anye se ebia be yenti obe free plane num no osi form abajonso no asa akwa kofro. Who doesn't do that? A black wa ye akoye interview e ka sa video no so bebo. E ka say NDC for ba ban mu. Na NDC mpanimfo president and the vice president efa private jet say pe or be resign efi the dwumem. And ekwe boachi busa say hey that time na we use Land Cruiser therefore na bia we Minister of Education. Was do my be that me resign tete me nwene ho kura bi me resign. And then nyame nchade he's not even the education minister. He is a foreign affairs minister who is in charge of all these travels. But foreign affairs minister, he is in charge of all these travels. To the Yakupo the next year, say a so sacrifice no. A black one must resign today, unless he doesn't have principles. Your boss have video no. Why? Your boss have video no. Peter, Yako, what about that?
Before I remember myself, so no. Minua baako, she say wahre ne maame. Nti me auntie oboase braha bebu me oba hema adwoa poma aboaje capito minua numpa na mechia omo enu nti yewia ochina na se na de chine no meba oboase na mabechia mo omso mo hwe mechia obibia na o kasa
ekofo kan semo me the mekan we dey nya yibia we say I should tell that say that and we make two show lot to be ankotwa 5860 hey 5860
amafo ncho na ba
ai atwa so abenia
hwe o kasa no ka cd asem ohun intro and ye the pamu keke just 2 minutes now nim eye say cd na ba form na me kwase na me bomb enu akoro mo say aba say 11 and say 10 point something.
But don't believe in all those. Oko bank wunya ne say even banking how much more for
at least it should reflect me na DSTV grant hear me DSTV for omonte omo but unim I say we should give credit to people and nyoma where credit is due. Dollar ne ba form untimi nka say President Mahama because we cry the budget started from April. What do I say? Say just 1 month per or buy no, and na 1 month sitting na ho den ayede aba from sir. Because you know him say sitting na ho den na a structural because we import more na export export to bebre no. You be here more dollars to import. So for example, Osha they say crude na quarter bia and as every bosumi ensen bia e hia about $400 million na da kokra fango aba omaimu but say the international market fango ebo aba from to the extent say you don't need more dollars to go and import fango no say unya virtually $200 million per. Now what mean they import every quarter.
Almost half.
So definitely the pressure on the dollar no so form. Now mean where we should be very careful. And for me, I think that we must praise Ken Oforiatta. And I have said over the years, nanka ye pobia obe lead to the DDEP arrangement na upenipa miensa wo maimu omo te sa nyoma na sepa. What mean Ken Oforiatta mfirim?
Of course.
What do you say? Yes, the engagement ni politics be na nyoma bi ekoye de ya ma nyoma ekobasa. But in terms of expertise to take us through those processes no utimi Ken Oforiatta mfirim. Na ora to force na nkese Ebra already ni maiden budget in 11th March 2025. Ni budget already of parliament. Paragraph 15. Tie bibi okan. Page 15, paragraph 65. Tie I say the debt service obligations of 2027 and 2028 are major humps. Mamuko no munayama. That is abundant and heavy. These humps are cancerous and pose significant risk to the economy. Tio, Mr. Speaker, beyond domestic maturities, Ghana faces significant external debt service obligations over the next 4 years, totaling $8.7 billion, representing 10.9% of the GDP, with heavy concentration in 2027 and 2028. Again, 55% of the total external debt service of 8.7 billion is due to be serviced in 2027. That is 2.5 billion. And in 2028, $2.5 billion. Till me conclude. It seems the debt restructuring undertaken by the previous administration was designed to be 2027-2028 heavy. Till through Ken Oforiatta and then another dank for the MPP arrangement. Say did a debt servicing arrangement between Ayeka was a triakwa brochire or my do mokano. And I'm saying Yakobo Besian brochire akotop aton your bonds over the years since Nkrumah time. Into wasa Bosumbia no see Ayeka a day a comma brochire for. Now, because of Ken Oforiatta arrangement in Intino, afi yen tua eka bebre. External eka ye dia was say kutua brochire. Next year yen tua eka bebre. Said be ye hu ben high near to me ama yenye skadia ye development aye nyoma wo man. Nemom wa hye ne say between 2027 and 2028 ye betua skana kese pa external debt. So because of that arrangement now yen dollars bebre ne da kutua those external debt What you say? So $dollars our system now. So I didn't dollars no dollar no ente.
What's the leadership?
Leadership said they.
And no leadership.
The only a year omo kase ni nyina omaka a gold reserve.
President in the affair was leadership.
Oh, leadership from where? But
one worker reserves. Who said and for the credits in the MPP?
Yes, because
about himself. And I feel was a leadership.
But the BOG governor now no tear there no. No na in charge of managing the finance minister. And gold board MD now because now attribute to the success of the city. And no move some contribution to the gold reserve or my enya. But we hear statistics from the same BOG in Swa. A say yen gold reserve no. In fact, MPP bomb more than from 8.78 tons. Omutimi peja ya ma abra MPP bebe fra bem no na di 30.81 tons. It's about we buy no kra no. So called reserve omukeka omuse amasi di najina nyina no. Only 1 tons. And 0.9 ton. 8 so 0.8.
I think 0.85.
Yes. Pe no mdi abeka ho. So that should tell you that there are other factors be in addition to the reserve because of course gold
a major factor is the trade war between US and China.
And the fact that
we can
yes
dollar no globally no.
And the fact that
and
the fact that we don't need more dollars.
Yes.
Now to service our debt. What you say?
Yeah.
I don't see why people should not give credit. Say where they buy
na be kwa dey ehun bi hia credit ne krampo eduru ha ibe hu don't worry
and
yes ebe eduru ha ibe hu
say koduru ona so mu tua sa 2.5 billion dollars 2.8 billion dollars na ye behwe na eduru also ye behwe say on be credit na on be apportion blame ye behwe now
okay kwai
na no no tafne ye ba CJ so we na ye dey team
ye nko CJ
na
class preferred privileges yanko
when you say CJ in sense me abayo
yeah
it was in fact clear say NDC o ma bomu timu po say kwan bia o mbefa so mepamu the CJ no o hwe tape ya boy na o ma just say kwan bia o mbefa so mepamu chief justice o mbepamu
mema Mr. Ashanti bwana 30 seconds pe
oh on some of you
Mr. Ashanti pa cho hwe na ebo saa de mame why I think say me the amount President Mahama Uche was annual lawyers the bend no ye annual NDC lawyers conference e Ghana lawyers so but just say
no ho
we hold ye na ai Mr. Bacho fato so ba me boma me CCA ini
any justice from the system. There's therefore the urgent need for the Ghanaian judiciary to work to win the trust and confidence of the citizenry and erase the widely held perception of hostility and political bias in legal proceedings at the highest courts of the land. Unfortunately, we have no hope that the current leadership of our judiciary can lead such a process of change. We can only hope that a new Chief Justice will lead a process to repair the broken image that our judiciary has acquired over the last few years.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
All right, we are for a president, then candidate John Dramani Mahama, and only NDC a lawyer for a kwakushiemu, and Okachomu say, Ombetimi, Omujidi say, new Chief Justice. Meanwhile, this Chief Justice around how many years? What is it?
2 years.
How many years to go? What 10 years to go? And what 10 years to go? As was say new etino, and then no benya Chief Justice no. Ama omo new omo so-called reforms in the member. E kwa be so mbefa. Ama omo new Chief Justice.
And no be be ombetu no.
Ana ombeku no. Yanko.
And the money yehu no. Ma unim say the same NDC. This is not the first time. Omo ye bitia George Wood.
Yes.
At the time.
Yes.
To the extent say at the time George Wood free akonya no so. The last speech na ya reho.
Sound.
Yes. Or say the NDC nearly forced me to resign under Mills. Na areho sem or say daily attacks from leading members on her and in the family. Say Nyankopon kwa and at that time kwa or praise Justice Jones Doche. So ono na ojina na chi eboa no hye nim kran. That time the wenya sa 3/4 ibi.
Oh that be.
3/4 wo hwa oh uni madam we was say injunction cases that ya follow Supreme Court the three mosquitoes in there in all the cases almost so but omo maka ne
there is omo because constant came for omo no omo the pivot no fulcrum around which be very involved
now nim so kan asifo case no the coin now about the injunction even though it was 3-2 me sure say also
echo review
because what kind of reasons ni be a one man and tosumu papa mentimi am print because John
say almost 80 pages
81 pe
but interestingly Justice Johnny Kulendi who kind of na baby what can say Supreme Court
yes
ewo ahwodini to me ni say ombetima panel who said it?
Fantastic number be kan
kwa so say o benben
me say utina esunti o ben obi a wa
ben yenti na say be chesi no e go force ehunu na wo mo hwe o say kan hono minti
in paragraph 94
yes
page 51 of the judgment o say we are not unmindful of the fact that certain matters may require immediate injunctive relief due to their time-sensitive nature. In such exceptional constitutional cases, the Supreme Court, given its critical constitutional role, can be empaneled to hear the application immediately without delay. The court's unique mandate, after all, allows it to convene at any time to address urgent matters of national significance, ensuring that constitutional order and continuity is maintained, and potential irreparable harm to the constitutional order and public interest is averted.
Aden ye coming.
Unim say one of CJ ni charge and shining stars. Omun ni charge omu dey abo CJ ni say okotena case bia
Speaker of Parliament.
Speaker ne afenyo marking case no say wabra ekoba say Parliament asem kesi bia ba ma confusion bia ba. In fact, it was even a constitutional crisis.
Yes.
About the interpretation.
Yes.
Of say omo also mko contest MP. Now omo also mko contest no. So omo seat na declare vacant and as any vacant. Afenyo marking the coin no. CJ panel mo mutena ase. Ni charge ni say ada na otena case no so entem so sa.
Eti ni unique disease.
And the unique lendi. Ah no majority no. In paragraph 94 of the ruling no. Or say the Supreme Court at any time, any day, holiday mpo.
Yes.
They can be empaneled to sit on a constitutional matter significant to the state.
It is a charge against the CJ no. Did John Dramani Mahama find prima facie case on that particular issue against the Chief Justice? Enti omo be first we no.
Yes.
Quotation ye fan to adim.
Yes.
If I court Chairperson Mahama say okay, would the charges when you be free because what
now him say the prima facie case now almost say omanya tia the Chief Justice. Unim say wo hwe Charlotte say there na before Charlotte say be appear before the committee.
Yes.
She knew those she has to respond and those are omabogu say from a behind.
Yes.
The Chief Justice asked today. Onim all the allegations that they are abonning. Nemu ni hena omudi timi determine the prima facie case.
Almost ni nyina.
Can you imagine?
Yes, ni nyina. To we saw bear 500 charges.
Can you imagine? when
my goodness. Areho.
When omo judgment are akomu favor because the petitioners they say the process and almost say it cannot be injuncted. But you see the injunction, there was something uniquely this kind in the judgment now. For me, you're telling. Say your two school of thought say the application of injunction. That's how we be grandpa also die.
Yes.
And granting of the application so we be also die. People who have view say granting idea I don't know to me to us. But people say no. Once you apply an injunction, so I don't know what now be we say how can say be beba. Never so ben na grant for so ben na beba so. Merci me dying. Now wo say e dia na say wo say mini kwan say misi. Na wo so bu. Na me ko apply injunction. Na ye granting na wo koso bu a. Na grant we a. Edan way. What you say? Enti ehun papa also obi bia e interested no sorry. Na me dey say Omasande the Chief Justice herself apply to the Supreme Court. Say ope injunction na processes ni biwa yes and him bi because onim so kind case now for example Justice Kwaman police na yam gane petition now coin or say
akogo ayamba
or say or say Chief Justice
also akodi se wuru ama Chief Justice atete
some wrong person. That's a court and say you should have known better because people na court assassin free no hono only power of attorney rightfully
there be just a crumple ya one and then almost have to procure documents illegally fictitious one and the court proved that
yes
and if I call the former girlfriend do Brunino the former girlfriend a busia beach as a hold as I said Ayeka
and our Supreme Court Supreme Court I say no you are a known officer, police officer, and a lawyer, so you should have known better. Also, when Tias and in the course of the argument, Chief Justice Tiantia, and you're not questioning Tian where you, and I'm the signing Tinti. You need Chief Justice said. Meanwhile, on the panel, no other justices are a bit more take cases.
Your Tian or more no class to be.
No, sir.
Obia Pantian. In fact, many for the court for the building. Como say, now we the police for Nankasa and a befana coy. But panel no.
Yes.
The panel didn't deem it as contempt of court.
Internet.
No man recorded. So it was in his own interest. In fact, the panel did him good, but not recording it. Say the man who say Moncheno, but police for no on their own volition say responsible security people who say the warrior. Santi BTA made the Minquabla material say Bogu. Na magistrate court to be horrible. And now I say a dan is a clerk now master saying the magistrate in quantity in a gem and would dear me. As would dear me, whole man will be ye the day of the day. Now no says who could school crack. No, I say silence. Magistrate kasa na why you deem na magistrate ye na juma no na juma ho na dey asaba silence magistrate kasa magistrate ye na juma na why afedie afoka silence na ekofo asate sere ese na ya be too repetitive will mu say according to akopa metinu gugu no judge no SIT akwalo for content emed ne kotu so wakache ne say are you telling me I'm not in control of my own court and I said the way ye dey it o made ne kotu my point I said yes you know eti mesre so they did him good. They didn't cite him for contempt.
The man here who crumpled the office said what was it said judgment obey. Now if say some aspect be ma and yet justice is no now obey mom.
Yes I did. You
even apply to the court. Now court ama order said this aspect must be captured. I have my full and comprehensive report I be covering. That is one. Two. The same case Daniel Ofori ni case no.
Ayo.
On Eco Bank. Omu blame Chief Justice say oma judgment and ruling bia and favor Daniel Ofori no. Na ne man ye hu ni say in that same case no Justice Kwamai not at the case in Subi. Oma a view on the matter. So what you say Justice Kwamai gave a view, a dissenting view on the matter. Meanwhile, we no what who blame Chief Justice say she's been unfair to you in the punishment. Na ne hu ni say enipa na oma a dissenting view no. Ono na say all presiding a committee no. Enti obi a wa disagree with the Chief Justice and a Justice Toko no. Now all preside who petition and also say the case no was not fair to you. Na nipa wa ma dissenting view. Na ordinary case ni so do you expect obey fair ha enti say ne mani ehun say just pama kra no me no no I was can metwe free committee no so
ya no nti no I'm told say Chief Justice say I assembly nti no eni say what na so e be enchechi mu ye sa brantie no Ufori no I'm told say one of white chapel ye ne dia I think it's a white chapel. Medidi nkobo bebre. Na ye infographics bi. Pesa me draw linkages ni ye. Na Ghana 47 na sidi. All we obi a oska. Na wototo shares. Valid ones. And SBC Eco Bank ne Data Bank money SMB. Asem no court. Justice Puaman Etnas panel no subi. Enumu ruling in favor of Daniel Ofori. Says Sikano ese mutues kamano. Na interest na omunyusu no. Omunyusu compound interest. Most often than not, that is simple interest. Etwe de enyusu no compound interest. Ena I bank for no society asem no so call court. Then ena yade Justice Tokunu and another person. If I depend on better asem no so no. Omo ruling here no mo say there be sa calculation we ni ade na branch no deserve says cano. You're wrong. Now, Justice Gabriel Pwaman was in the minority on the panel. On that panel, which had the Chief Justice, Justice Tokunu. Afe, Abranti and Papa no Eddie a Kobma President Mahama said, Sa Samunua Supreme Court for DT, I don't know. Yeah, na. Momu use compound interest and then the money be near the yeah, not just a talk no tisono. Sasa na what now so ni binintino. Ye nyinedi. Okay, nyashi. Ye ba be yinedi. Why na say no ba be hwa me yi ma me nedi a. Enipa first one no ruling ma abrantie no. Or ruling man at least twice.
Yes.
Or no let so say obehwe say ye yi ma me nedi. Now what I said then
it's not fair.
Compound interest here. I just simple interest too. Compound interest. A more do papa. Most of the 70 crumple here. Compound interest. A more do. Peter, so 1 minute wrap up.
Oh, sir. Until unim. Until the Chief Justice. And after the suspended Chief Justice, there no Akko court said, "Your man a hearing for an injunction. Why apply? Why injunction into ye BTM?"
Yeah.
But unim. Asama okai cramp unim. Unse oman we mu. Uhwe parliament.
I the switch and Mr. Mo the first
uhwe parliament omo immunity.
Of course.
The parliament obi tunko akojina parliament aka nsem bebre untumi fa ne court.
O Supreme Court immunity no.
Ewa ha na mekan.
Try
Uko president o take actions bi near ono so immunity. Fa no free power kwa say within a years untumi ensiw no won action bi a wa take.
Dabi.
That same immunity. And so the Supreme Court, any justices also enjoy the same immunity.
Of course.
Entity in Article 127(3), independence of the judiciary. That's the title. 127(3). A justice of a superior court or any person exercising judicial power. So you were right. Any person or judges shall, the word shall not be liable to any action or suit for any act or omission by him in the exercise of the judicial power. What you? And the Chief Justice tonight case in so and or exercising the judicial power, you cannot sue her or take an action against her. Apart from maybe if say the decision no and yefa ube seeking for review. But ultimately punishing for exercising a judicial function.
Yes.
Per Article 127(3).
Now, based on this article,
yes,
what the president has done is unconstitutional, and it's a threat against the independence of the judiciary.
Yes,
because judiciary no way that a bomb who buy. And see, President Mahama telling us say, "I did only mana."
Oh, only oma bomuti po asheda.
But it is criminally wrong.
No, whether fair or foul means. Or see a
Abusa Penny, why a branch, Abusa Penny, what 42 years. Yes, Papa with the assassin ready. You person they call your galamse, but 1 penny. Only 1 man, and you bet me, I yes, I galamse. I just see a kuno, and I told a draw kuno, and a tunuso. Prof. Kill. Okay, what man? I say to every man, I just want to go to your humanity. Prof. Yankoi.
Odo, me now, I say now, me fa and Shama a chief for ne ashafo. Na CJ remove and send 7 no men can say the ya say time Peter kan no me come kwanki nyaka because tape na yedi kan boy ya former President Mahama President Mahama edi kan in opposition say judiciary no leadership no reforms bi wo ho a I just say leadership we no every ho but yehu so matu anamon a eyi leadership no e dey free ho by yenya reforms no mente ba kompo
the reforms bi ani ho
no menya te reforms ne ba kompo so na osha
yes personnel
they are playing according to template osha judges a odi o makoka bench no ho sisi a Supreme Court na me wo publication wo ha say from your friend saying Modern Ghana. Justice William Atuguba 25th February. Wono ka say yemfa judges no dodo na nkoka bench no.
Okay.
Onu free ho no. Eno hu say yemfa nkonkoka ho. Enti say NDC fo bopo a omo wonkofo bi a omo na omo som na omo de kwa abonten. Na omo chechire tu etim say ye kwa akoye. Enti maame no emfa ho say oye
ni chai ba ko no say shining stars say
my
or request say you for justice ni bi emra meka ho no aduma na was court ni doors and no so ni right
saade no so ni right no eno na William Atuguba ma aka no say yemfa bi nkokoka ho na isua Emma workload na ho no nti de maame ne kan ne de William Atuguba e kan no difference ben ne wom ba man ti nipa ba kumpo a o se wo within the law fraternity etimba abonten beka say ade na wo kan wo ni hu kwan say wo kan because na wo kan ho ba maame na ono no ye the head of that particular arm of government no ono no ye head no suggest eno for one suggest personality so open numbers or say me pen numbers ni bi na ka na suggest personalities wa mo we di say mo fa we na nkoka ho wa mo we di say mo fa we na nkoka
no because of the body cry anything ono na ti ho say ye wa hai godon say fast ono ye in charge wa na onu mo bia ne strength ne na ho ode ni say ko ba so hia obi ma na beboa no wa ha don't mean just oh fa koka ono na pampo mapa te so ono a enti bia fa ne bra na oba obeboa
obetimi aka enti
I hope I didn't hear
and you see when the CJ made that request that Ghana Bar Association, they agreed with her in principle. They issued a statement.
Young fan impose anko you're wrong. So that young fan impose anka the mamene any wrong.
Yeah, corrective measures.
The remedy to sad na why and say yenindi. And one on the remedy to say what suggests sad and say yenindi. It's when they are playing according to template at the hop. Iti maame no sa ayina yate na okono me baby amete from where I sit me hu ni say eso okosa Indra court no what the further da okoje ne punishment
abonde
bibi papa bia ni ho a ebe free sa de animu de aba and it is a sad situation say ye what two arms of government and a mimi hu ni say o mabo omutimu po say they are fighting another arm of government adenti ne wo speaker lawyer near what president ne lawyers omo ena omo ye lawyers to some of the petitioners yeah what some of the petitions ne kra wo ho a evidence kra nim evidence in ka
dabi to bo kra me sew I just evidence in ka ho that make can say me peso bi bu be ka say wo na wo kan we die petition no asa tro say aseba mi kan eni se me the evidence kra sa ka ho me ba so me boa eti sanity
on what basis now would determine even the prima facie case any
okay but that's
Daniel Ofori you see Daniel hu kra ne say petition no unzo so kai Henrietta ne judgment na
prof
yes fantastic that's because nguma wa bono
one of the major shining stars for University of Ghana
shining Chinese side there do
oh bamendo sabe te bia na me hu no ne no mo ko jogging wo bebe me nka ho no
on say o kan na yin a o say tama president saka petition no the first na also ko ye ne say anka o trokoma the chief justice say for responsible na asem say ni say na Daniel Ofori na say Chinese star na hwan ade aba etia wa anya sa o tena so starting processes no issue statement through Felix Ofosu say oh president started the processes of investigating the CJ and her removal now was started consulting the Council of State by that time no it has to take Mameno to write to President Mahama say so said the natural justice there no mami copy na me to me amount na based on what me the so there I determine prima facie and answer mutampa asa no meka na wunya so na say ni nyina so na onim wo hwe Daniel Ofori ni petition ya e call 17th March and president issue statement no on 28th March. It was now so close to 11 good days.
Now what are you doing?
I said no or Oma or don't met or for the committee be their answer. And that to the learned two-court judge,
yes,
prof, no, it's not fair. Because at that time, no amount for Ababontini are criminalizing Mameno, ban the mob Ababontini because oh, Justice, you know, Bonia, why yet I said the same.
But then, at what point in time, and I was a president, no, I established a prima facie case against the respondent and as a Chief Justice. Say petition the bar on his own,
yes,
without recourse to the Pakwaya petition against you know. Obetime establish a prima facie case.
Wontumi.
So this is the response answer.
Now you so Godwa akofa ebia me cook. And now we be catch me. Prof Q be catch him so Godwa akofa Peter cook na this one Godwa akofa. Enti yem pe kwa bisune yem mu na na say na papa mapa na enyi bi nka ho.
Hey,
it is only when I ask
say
further and better particular from you Prof Q say ohun yen na so ohun no na the picture ni no faha ebio na mabisa no so ma na chem so ampa me ko ho na mu amfa ansa no so no we dey
ni ti no
enti yenyi ni tiri no
Prof Ayeka so
me ba oh
that interception there,
oh
it can't be that lengthy, yeah. Prof to aso.
oh
Bible quotation when I say guy man. Okay.
Prof kind
Dabi what you get then?
then ofoni I say on 5 minutes in kon
Family.
mama o mama
And then see those kids in who had me. I have for couple. Was it is before the committee appointed by the president that the allegations of misbehavior and incompetence that we state and outlined in this petition against the Chief Justice must be proved by evidence. No other context for proof of the allegations other than the committee is provided for in the Constitution. This petition is therefore not the place to try to offer evidence of the misbehavior and incompetence that we put forward against the Chief Justice. Was it this petition? So I just a move one sana asamado and I say wiem and was a yes bra
because me ncha me de manu besi
okay but that's
ono ne petition na o chro ye no evidence no e wo committee na ye be set up ne ho e ho na e benya evidence
okay so no one that say
it ono akasa no wo chro no oni evidence bia enti se wo ye Ghana ni anase me fan say wo ye within the a law fraternity e bia wo ye judge na e bia ye the petition say ya fa ho ne say ya establish a prima facie case against you na wote say saade we ka ho a no kure nyame anim ni enya wo ya how would you feel ube feel say obi amakomi school ma apply me ye madwuma na me nya eboni bia na obi aboni timu po na wan fa dance ama na o ka kire me say me pa dance a committee na ye beti say me yen hwehwe me nsem ni mu no e ho na dance ye no na sa dance wo benya wo he afi wo de bekwa na say committee ni benya dance ye no.
Okay, so don't want that say e da omko ye case management no.
Yeah.
Omko case management no. Me ma catch me fancy court e na mo ye wo dual lodge ho no. Me ne munya na eyi ye wo hobi. Omko ye case management. Omo say obi enfa evidence ma. Instead, they are going to invite witnesses.
Now witnesses on by then on the Bible.
Almost evidence, master. I have mere retro or ban of Becassa.
Into Okasa, we have better as an evidence, and I said, the Ober can be any be captured.
Only captured as witness statement.
So, Churchill, Canasem. Nasa, when man fat be and Chessa and passes say, Nisia.
Omo fa BBM ma deputy sabo pencheche mu dia bechem kwa da ne ka momra hasati di momra na live ye telecast ba ye no kwa besa me akwa the next he say Chief Justice was say emrane say petition bi ba say ya enka ye nye no in camera na sa in camera no kwa bodie me suspect say Latin yi ba ye me say ye translated dia ba English no I think the English people got it wrong. Off camera. I think it should have been off camera. Like I say in camera there, you know I said say. Ola beba. And na NDC was say was re. Ye nyima Ghana fo nyina hu so aye bone a Ghana fo nyina hu. Na na se ne no obi hu say Chief Justice maye bone. Afi wono aye so aye bone no. or per light. And Kofu about the say there be yempe kania ye pesum. Argument abase can she waive that a yidana? No mo ya ebeye illegal na. And Kofu che say kind constitution na. At the frontier constitution decided the by say to the beer it borders on national security. And te who he say national security the babontin a hardwin. And 1 or 2 issues be. But cases are allegations now with the bomb none of them borders on national security and they are all out already. So what else?
Go to the Facebook page of all the allegations or no highlighting.
I mean, I will from so I Peter, what's all up on? And
one man hungry.
Now ya.
But
30 seconds. Let me cook.
The American say, baby, I would do one to see. Some me catch my man say, some man granted Sardina or Monko.
Okay.
So, opa, a manenko. Okay, Mobe Guni who feel a bontain. After more called them, no more cobisa bisan and some money no, not a new year no. After young fan no somewhere bontia, almost there be. Not a Samijan 50 radio so. Any TV so na ma near ma a fat sa adiani hunina ma many crying who be no there to abontino. Asema no kan. Mammy no den and hona 70 fan who onya who be no. Na ekita samijan film or dinam TV so dinam radio so. Okay. It is anybody to me as idea. Made a catch my man say, sir, o man preso say yenny magana for you and be a emanenko. All right, but that's quick na Martin Kano will be say. Nana Kojoji Boafo was a good morning, God. Please tell the present day Pharaoh to Nebuchadnezzar that power is transient and the blood of the identical commits unborn child will fight them badly. Yeah, my question is why are price of items at the cold store still high? Also, I thought the CD had appreciated. Mame Abba Danfo. Keep doing your best for Mother Ghana and MPP Gumzoya Bazomti. Good morning to you, Gordon, and your team. Big ups to you guys for the good work you're doing for the okay. Emmanuel Youngson, Samuel Jesse from Hamburg, and also the India, but Thomas Opokun, or the India Abba was saying, catch a to me, say, Yako Ponshano, Obient Mineshi, appear to a Siama, and so the India by Victor Jackson, Musa Abatwa, Sami JC, or PSC, and Najima, Kojo Yoma, and an Amponsa, never be brave, even said, do Chumesi, man was saying. Maybe about your messages in the massy. Nina Eddie Abba. Coca, young quay.
The the same ameno, a take time.
What for catch a pow? Oh, beer, more beer.
I would the same ameno, a quantity and be more. I mean, he's trying to educate the whole system of law, any adjudicator, nay, how the system works. But Sami Jemfi declare my man of faith on radio. Adenta kumi eku nkofua until say kombusha was our restaurant ono no munim so be di birthday a eka se munyina momra entrance
aha ti wako sa camera ho na sem
yes hwe say baby omude eko no
mema woni ana video no
ehun hia Ghana phone
okay
say building no credibility is at stake. How obi abetena ho from 7:30 to 8:30 ka eyewo ana bibi ni see wo ho a ni ye pe footage a the footage is being now manipulated.
Dabi to boasa
niba
dabi to boasa ansa now ye be kono dabi asa be kono footage no yeah will be official footage any official footage from
meba
dabi to boasa any official footage from ho eduji tamakulu na wonu wanya footage no and we yiki to be 35 seconds per dia babo
ke ho na wo beti mase no
ahanti yenko
say wo image as an institution na happenings in your institution o na obi ayi kakra abeto ho you are the only person who was our footage no
okay
that footage na trendy say I could beyond 72 hours. What has the facility done?
Okay, irrelevant.
What has the facility done? That to set record straight, to make sure say obi obeba me facility no or yes safe and sound. This is the full footage of what happened there.
Oh, we might put him into us, you know. He's talking from or your marketing person. Oh,
yes.
I'm sure see Hodna what dream but say
yes.
Obi Babu says, hey, it is a baby 4 hours. Na bibi tomia.
Good.
30 seconds the penny meeting at the abana.
Yes.
I'm not getting from clientele, you know.
From hospitality point of view,
yes.
I also differ.
A hundred point, no, because I feel like on can me expect some makers say, oh, video near the ama because of the privacy of your microphone na yenya omu permission to show the video, no,
yes,
enunti na this video is in public.
So you expect a statement?
Yes.
Okay. I feel you are no more dissenting. No. And one
what I say?
You are on track
because
fire.
Mema bawo Abba. Say facility is under question. Say the facility cannot be trusted when people enter there because ubahwa na BBC a third person who is no cause to the situation can come out and come and show a video without crediting you or without saying that I had this and with the permission of the facility. SME, that is where I'm coming from. Sa 7:30 to 8:30 video no ewe and unia uhu video na sebi uhu video na won say wabo damia ye bo a wakasa umobi ma wabo egu no sa na tie ye bo damia ubu afu a won say ba bi eduru no umobi om no nipa mu ayi na wie mo ba bi a mo hia ye meeting enti eba adan eba ne say na say hwe when evil leads you to do evil, you play to the opponent's advantage. Baby, everybody that has a role to play in the case was in the that room.
What a coincidence.
Everybody. Now, lawyer back on the only huni. Ebeka, ono na betro say meet behind you. Na say nipa we. Na koshe nipa na okoji video ni association to the people. Na die ya ne say wo papa panimu. Nsem na unfortunately nsem a ye dia tutu maame no so nyina no. Peter and Paul your friend is saying 3 no Poaman Kolendi any Asidu they play in all those roles. Cases na buy no sitting say no nyina omu. So eba ne saying is that say Chief Justice no mo enya nia na mo musa say nya dom mo control exams any yerema etra o
Mr. Ashanti fato so kitua bi wo dey abra wo
ana dey make an want say Chief Justice no Supreme Court no control exams ansa no akọ this is an uncle are being denied to go to Mokola no say Chief Justice etie Supreme Court etie enye obi and Rebecca say me feel say o qualify
any what dey ni enti de koka eka ho asem no enie video ye hwe hu se empanifo bi kwa enipa bebre se omoye friend say ajagefo yesi yoni plendi eni jagefo bi no mokotena ase enti udu hu se ba ko bi holma obi ebema obi awa tu omo chese no ye lawyer tajo sorry enti lawyer tajo sorry no wa sorry a wo kwa akosia ona obi akoya awa tu ewa chi ono nipa ko si ata de fitaa no enti ona kusia ti ajaji follow na eba no omo na omo ba kama
mu ni abetra se
adidi okay omo ya miensa
omo nyina na
we de enam bom
say omo di birthday
wo ba wo di wiwi no na titado sorry na wo hia wo bi wo sorry achia wo bi no bo ani ye wa tu no enti pedifo miensa na kwotena ase ya omo chese omo ya ajaji for na titado sorry akọ na ko chia ba akọ so ba na wa tu no le di waka asumsem en wa chawi en wo san baaye titado sorry san betena na konwa no so When no be the Tihono, said back when you're born in Bako TV. What in the Ekasai video and 1 year. Na the
video na mencho bibi.
Okay.
On table na wo no. A reserve table.
The the sisi no.
Enya working no.
And there be say obi antena so.
Debi akonya na judges no court na so no. A reserve table
for sure or per the video.
O de play manamo biometro bibi. The people knew they were coming.
Yes, so
the institution, yes.
On my reserve.
Into how do you tell me some confirm you to a coincidence?
That would that be. That mean so what are you saying? You know, I can't my reserve was said to reserve some more reserve way.
And the same person said no didn't birthday.
Who that was
maybe
the same person be
your birthday no more reservation.
Maybe I don't but me yes we.
Yes say.
To was it we maybe. You viewing and for the different interpretations at so. Na wa wo be catch me go na sabidi akose. Pesa short video being a say lawyer tado sorry. Any judge for no anya meeting be and me found so your body because ubu me say me kwase.
That's right.
Because video no bia omo ye yi very free ho no. Because lawyer tado sorry any do didn't say. O sorry feeling chain. E ko judge for no kodi nkomo. Ye nim ebe ko join no mu table no for 30 minutes. Ye nim because video dey improve. But you want to tell me say 35 seconds video way wo sha okoye na 112 woni di gomo o sa bet na echi no eno ara no na ye me nwanwa abusuafo amu tie ye wa wabusuani eye judge but video ni ye no wo betime ye firi ho no wa wabusuani ye judge da ba kwa na ayie aba mu fie ya wabusuani ye judge high court judge court of appeal court judge supreme court judge na ayie aba mu fie na sa judge no wotie yiase da bele mu hu bi da bele busafo nyampoka se yekwata ho baby akudidi a judge no poko bi judges they hardly do these things. How will you find a judge at a restaurant? I just say bia the judge we be ma na say Nigeria edi ni baby a e be na busafo no oya mo perfect e ka they are always in their homes so first e ka ke na busafo akotan baby ka kra bi ye ko mo nche we are fast no mo kom baby a year most of the time memorial service and our pa no waba hey you to collect we ya you preach you to collect we no okọ
and our burial service no they go for the burial service.
Yes.
They redeem tribute ni sa no man
no moko a year na se kwa no waba en sa body no wo mobi what be man will be say moko bon sa mame koboko no ko di fie afedie be say I'm hoping for the day menya this real opportunity say me kwato ba ko didie na me ni Supreme Court judges me no betina ase ye
wa hwe ye woku series I hwehwe wo TV so this I investigative normal na hwehwe no any cameras CCTV cameras ni sa normal ama yeso ade o what time did the cars come and park at the venue? Who came first? Who came second? What time did they leave there?
Nina videos wo
and did America say the institution, you know, by now, ka adajiena BNI boss, enya eka say yenkofa adenta kumi and then the bear punu BNI boss on kind who so we hwie mojegu on kind who so we hwie mojegu but ekrom ha no oman mu ha no 4 years biya there is a change about to obebaso what you say
hey
yam ko hwe videos no nyina na bua akɔhwɛ yeso yanim nkrofo video no me so ko hwehwɛ videos na you understand say grand scheme no it is not scheming
whether me sell GM me sell and now the me 30 minutes am fanka ho nam ka me mama boy ba ko bi query me ma se that na se wonu mo fa che me I never knew say one day me nyini me ma se that na se kan petitions nyina ma me no so chief justice response no me manya bi e de make kan bom na me so for the education of ubia enka charge then question charge and answer charge we ni the answer ni charge we ni answer ni na me dia ma say ye for ye small bi na keka bom ma me na ka no pay ba ya wa ya afa no wasan dia brem ma man query de when ye dia wi eti no What are you telling me? Mr. Santi person me be ma because fa Daniel Fori de Bremia na dia ba Shining Stars so de so na wo dia ba
eno go nya fa kodwo ntwunwum no to ase
my Shining Star
what you say into wo share process na ekoso any senior okokota nkrofo na ewo interest na na ikura asem no is not fair.
All right,
now wo president normal wo gina campaign so kan dagbon jinsem uko otumfo ho adan no ankotena wo bi si enka asem no
ko ka da asem ba wo
adan na wo ankotena otumfo ho anka asem ni bi ba wo fo se baby edu na neutral hand can do the work. So adan na mama no time ben pa now time. Do you hate Fantis that much?
Oh, has it got into that? Say
no.
About Fantis where she comes from. So anyway,
the name Tokonu is not what they are fighting.
No, they are fighting the person and not the name.
And some the almost say or the Kawari no nyai.
And said the Mr. Tokonu.
And you no unkai no offer.
Mejakwa. Okay, I was for you want to be radio 95.9. Madam Mr. Santi, say a kwambemwa, meteki just about okay, fast meteki be 10 minutes. Na me de Ghana phone na ya go through a question and answers Q&A. Ye be size no ene. Ye be size no ene. Peter. Yes.
On Prof Q asembi o kan say
na say na nyi sije nkwasem na be kan say me ba sure be another critical issue said the onslaught on the house of Chama Wontumi
ene de unim Chama Wontumi asa
yenye de yen go straight na o da to buansa yenye de
okay mba
okay
e ba no
okay
Prof Q say ma me no ko committee no na say okoduru ho na say omo anye ya onye yi anka onyai e maninka but you see adina ma me ne yero enye no for that posterity what I say only onim say the baby akodi oni nkofo no oma bo ma dwem po whether A or B udi for only for
ansana ye beto aba no na NDC for echo IPAC meeting esan say ye nyina ye ni ho binti no omu free wa na oma ba betwa ntro from day one efiti bra omu nyina kokohia ni ye ne public no ekele sa mischief ni nyina one time me say ekele ni nyina
expose omu petition omu
that is the angle I'm coming from.
Yeah, but so ko na some nye no whether in camera or on camera onko because only findings in there say obvious
nipa hin be read
but she will have an opportunity to challenge the findings in court. Article 23. What I say? Findings in there. You say that my bomb mutim point there. Ebeko baby. Fine. E ko we are obetima challenge findings no e court. Na ho no say no, say they are clothing themselves with the fact say constitutional state na a entrenched position. Say it should be in camera. Because a entrenched position to me young drea enye. Fair enough. Oh we are yenim and I say ye ba me no so mo bom timpo ombenya omo wi a obetima challenges findings in court. It's a court then she can push for the transparency because of Supreme Court on the say entrenched position there no it's enya botre na adanta kumia samunim
what here she wan
say and on the man now me claim me dey 10 seconds we can wo dey.
Okay, it's my main announcement they say. Mr. Santi ye hu adwuma.
Okay.
About exactly 10 o'clock. Hey, now that's about how woman that's why that's about be unke be okay. Obesrai. That's why can na wo about 10 o'clock say pa adena maye no. Maye petitioners ni nyina obi a petition with the bar against the Chief Justice. And na Chief Justice so response. Me say that for quotation memo a summary of the petition and then the subsequent responses. Inti meye nyina ene Ghana fu nyina say nyina according to say nyina ye tubom na yehudu di for yehudu aboni tsemopo it 10 o'clock exactly Ashanti try tum 10 o'clock na yenko Peter yenko
me nti bi da se enipa ono se wakohu bibi na ni nye ho no atro petition even the petition no one for video na attach you was Mr. President I did say na makoko hu enti hwe na eye ABCD na mum me nyina so no for security reasons uhia me de beba now ultimi ko che ni say a charge no say publication of false information.
Yes.
But false information be.
You know manka. You know I say publication
information IAP. Anya another community release you.
Dabi you na de baye. Eduji tamakulo.
Na joy. E de year on major news.
Na wey. Ade we how can you draw conclusion based on this 35 seconds in your
say. So because of over charge publication of false there must be an act. They say who they are. You charge you publication.
Can't you say you tear dumuni enya ni asabo na no munsan wo.
Oh dey. There was a publication.
Yes.
That was station.
Yes. It wasn't a petition.
And you who quiet no. And you bought your hair way so can way. And I also the road in there.
That one can that one. Miss Obo the road. Hey, Waba. The one I want to go to the
on the guy, I'm a problem. Sadana, yeah, Sadana, me quite it's more serious for you. I start to walk. No say, officer guy, yeah, you fear some never go.
Peter, stay focused. I'm part of my Peter, yeah, quite.
So, ne emami ye ni say. Another commune never published any picture or video.
Yes.
In fact, me tie the crowd for Admoche interview. Paul Bisano. I say, oh, Paul, morning now.
In fact, the Robusano. We interview her. The Robusano. Say, we video near you know, Holomo. Was say, would ye into a petition? It drew Holoma. So, because he was very, very responsible.
Yes. Because
very, very responsible petitioner.
Say they own him the sensitive nature of the case.
Yes.
Now, Obia could find the video. I'll be able to montene. Hey, no masma, a man for some conquachino. Muya, that's same a United Chia, no, and a pair, and I must have to share Chama Wontumi. Unim, I mean, the me said MPP or some come home.
A kabum beba.
Okay? No more costume, a man where I and who said they cannot take dissenting view. Oka bibia tia omne ha omo pe oso mba be na okakra twade omde ye okatachie o de wasem de menka ma Canada hwe Casben yenua speaker speaker certified galamsey enye ne
Dabi
o fight galamsey even election time quite one time be Michiano program be asam speaker na Galam said there, I had the money in your support to say yen castle. But the election yet do it there. We'll knock at the chain, talk ya moo queen. Meaning somebody response also, well, we'll fight at least or Chinabino, we will never know. Now by Fufraba, now I'm more advocate for a year, or beat me fresh, yen free so because or fight it, Galam say. Now I'm penny ampa. Now Galam say government. Ade NDC for omuna guarantee omuna kura copyright. How? No me question na nya no kwa na me adam tese o makofa prosper o mache prosper agbanyaga. Na oh NDC prosper harmless person because I got to be money nya adwinti mama kwakoche no na onim say NS kwa mo chi ne kakra o wan kan chiro
Enesado
me na me ka chiro
o mo chi ne kakra that day
I've disclosed it
Kwame Ado of the new crusading guy
wan kan wasam da
yakwen
o so mpese be dede ba maka yes
o mo chi no
wo ya frɛ no ya chi no
sesɛn
o one ma o ya stop no mo invite no se omra o so dwen ho ano asem we asem be ko asem be ni na me ntimi ko boka nkofa lawyer me ya meko also koy na akwa ni bisa ne say na lawyer we no so ma lawyer ma because some me be say enya sem bia sa no are you sure no say no bisa no cheche ni mu a or the onye no ugu aban ni mase ni ade a owie no say ba wo de this ube dey wa ba ma hu bela
Bill Fonz, they're pretty good.
Wow. And the sad Kwame.
Oh, yeah, Sam.
Hey, I know that's my see.
Oh,
okay.
So, now, prior we back qua,
and the boo,
ubua, ebu.
Yeah.
Ukabuma, ubua, editing, MPP, no mere cosono, or mon come because it is so clear. Say, go for boha. The NDC administration abo multimum posa ombeche.
Yeah.
And Chairman Wontumi is one. And I will be very surprised if Chairman Wontumi nim say, oh no, on your target for NDC.
Oh, when him.
Yes. Na nkofo no mo yadwuma kra target. Na wow, says wadwuma na dey no your target. The Chairman Wontumi na nka say nim say, and also so your target. Hey, Monday ya omo say omra me report ni ade. On fanche ni tinim oba onko. What I say? Opo onya bedun kra pe. Echo office ko report to pe. Hey, so o man nya hwe kra. Oh, me say. That's all my bomuti mu pa. Na me say.
Na wo lecture no mo invite no. Omo say CID department, CID 4. I invite Chairman Wontumi say omra anti-armed robbery department.
Hey, this is the one.
Oh yeah, me wo official you know. Omra say enu asem see you know. And I yent ase no. And I me now for be security for no. Anti-armed robbery department. So the anti-armed robbery department of the CID is investigating a case. The anti-armed robbery department of the CID is investigating a case of illegal mining. Hey! Asambedi!
Now I'm saying, you know, almost like bibi betum. Say, Coco board, I any payment be maybe once a minimum. So
I met me win.
Me say, Chairman won't me find anything to say. Chairman, umpo. Man don't have a do grand kwa.
By no
coffee.
Ya no sa some more ka say.
I said the room I catch no.
I don't know where the rules are. Me so.
You like a row uncle.
I see a chill.
Uncle, I am a man yourself.
That be when I see a chill.
I almost say what you say.
But say when I will create you are creating fear and panic. I will not create fear and panic. I will Cuba. And the robust for to see a chill. You see, one more cast assembly say abani tuya Chairman Wontumi sika ebi musi say is it on I almost say is it 8 as I say just before the swearing in. You see, say you no illegal. Sam George baby will be a one quarter prison CCA because Sam George sign the brand new tier rubber vehicle now toy. Yeah, for street value about $320,000. Revenue next Ghana for you from me about $50,000. Car tire demand was 3rd January 2025. After the Chief Justice had issued a statement, he said, "Am I in the page? Chief Justice. Okay. After Chief of Staff, already was a truck say after 7 December. Ma wo aban twesi ka bia no Sam George sika no ye man approval on the 3rd of January 2025. 1 month after that statement had been issued. And also on the nearest prison on that way
because inti finance minister be the man is away van.
And na card ye the man will say would the year juma sa parliament na wo mu no that parliament no
yes.
The 8th parliament.
Yes.
Is that say on 9th parliament?
Yes.
So did Sam George use the car to serve the interest of the 8th parliament? No. I just cry.
Me say, last week by Auduka baby. When
now do away, one right.
Hey,
friend,
no problem.
Watch it.
Audu Kabibi say, said in Kofuna Bomutimu Pono. And yam Rani, you know, more show. Me say, Chairman Wontumi for Prof. Keso kind. Function it to me say. Edwada unya bedupe. Kwambi on bepe bibi agina so e de detain no atwe na so a punish no on beye na ofi se nka enra senka wa nyese mu station mu frɛ no a hu se de aba ho kakra
e ka me do beye
na drone na de call fio no de kwakoye dey
na isi Yakopon de
drone what was it for
enra me ka chairman say drone hu akɔhye no memi fie drone betito memi fie a mehye no etito fie ho say isi adene titoye no ena omudi nkobo that time na lawyer no buy ya omoka say afidie ombejai na nyamba mande wa report to Accra no ena omo say oboja padia beto chema wudu oboja padia beto chema wudu bi fie ajapade benya drone na mo sheda de ko chairman fie say e go twa pictures ni adade mra no nya mencha de eduru chema wudu bi fie de tehwe fom na e ka me a ka me twa tum wo ho no mo a ka me fa ma wo mo but e chomo no zidi kuma chema say wo mo be fa nko na me fa mo ho enkrai se be san ko so de say adjoining houses na nipa menu awura bra ba ko fie say omko huri ni wall afa the other side enya access to the house and mama say masa me pension money me dey see me that to me wall wo na wo free we si fam no pam wo mo no ma fa enura ho omo rambo styling roads e wo ho nyina omo blocking na ye dey amwa wo
na ye dey yo enti unim we nyina che se eye etimupo bi o mafa eti ankofo bi se ekwan bo mu ye be kire omo you will teach them lesson ye be na nya ne na se chema na unim anya ne unim se NDC 1 President Mama 1 they did that to the businesses e che kwam so konya judgment debt pra wan timi wa execute mpo enti also hu se o target ti kwam bia mbo so mbeta
NDC for no mo ka se ye tu achema Wontumi sika for cocoa board no we are challenging them now they're in government ye challenging Randy Abbey say cocoa rose this and man sika bia ye tuai between December and January omo list them bra because ye demand DC for contractors are almost so oma ye adwuma e se etu omo ka wa ye adwuma eye so onye adwuma na ye twa de ka o omo ma ye adwuma ye tu omo ka nyina no there's omo fa full list them say cocoa board sika ye twa ma contractors wa Ghana nyina omo din ni na ye hwe this for wom
ya ne ka date
omo se chama Wontumi eye adwuma cocoa board na ye twa ne ka na aban no through the letter from the chief of staff look I say after 7 December no my ndrak obiaka without the express approval of the incoming
abra bana budget for no
abra bana budget for what are you saying
enti me the mechanic say MPP for come because this is not the time and indeed I see signs but chama want me asemi buy me nkofo bia no mo ne nya dwen a omo ne ekun to kwa bibiri ya no mo wo fie ho
yeah
we need to go and support
yeah
so they should build on that unity no together and yes sir the country is sinking
all right but that's it mama koko ka homra
togetherness no is coming but the leadership also has to work for the coming TTT a trade a trust and loyalty what you see who betray you can't enjoy comfort when you have never experienced pain.
Until who believe in God in theory say for peace to prevail at least do a bit
no me Mama says you can't enjoy comfort when you have never experienced pain. You can never. And then when you betray that loyalty means everything to you. People, the party faithful showed loyalty to the party. Baby Edruno, no Marco Bonnet, baby a warning ye. Peter, the first and foremost, by now, can see a new clean face to interface to help bring the togetherness. What you say? Tia say executive no mandate was to win elections.
Dabi.
Me back not your mandate. It was a 4-year mandate. No,
it was a 4-year mandate. It's the Enkadesa. But you see, a 4-year mandate with a you say winning elections. But so one winning elections and just winning mandate to be.
In 2 person say Arsenal league in just on the bomb you cap.
Now Arsenal man league and you coach the Kuno.
So I'm from the honest.
What open guys MP have than Arsenal.
No.
Dabi. And to me, yeah, trophy, yeah, Real Madrid, yeah, trophy.
No.
Once when your trophy, you will go.
Coca, the owners.
What about the owners?
The owners will decide. And yeah, wow, we support.
So the owners will now go for all the yeah, be owners and go. You have justified it.
No.
And one asama Americano. This is where the problem is.
No.
Some party owners will they should go. The grassroots will stay in their house.
But the grassroots are the owners.
No.
They will decide whether who
and
the grassroots will decide.
Mamima will show who him.
The grassroots for the owners of the
they are the owners of the party. They decide say Prof Q or be
and I make a choice baby. We need fresh faces. You need to
through the AGM no. The shareholders, the grassroots,
so the grassroots are saying that honestly,
I'm not saying about elected. What I'm saying, the unity no aspect in say Prof Q, ni tisa abe, Prof Q, ni hwinye, na ni unye. Sa no man na.
And I make that's what I'm explaining to you. It's a pain and loyalty. So we say the shortest possible time. No, new faces are. The love from the grassroots and other people are for them. But when they show their face, they will come.
But you see, my main case is show. If we are saying yes, we can do better pen.
Of course.
When a new face is brought onto the scene now, once we are time for, and you will be a pen. So people who have the mandate now.
Let them
share.
Now, I
don't know more. Prof Q, young quay.
Pardon.
Yes, bra.
Sir, achiche no. Trademark of NDC so mo ba ban ma. But we no the omo ye no strategically ebebo omo.
Ebo NDC for.
Yes, because NDC for him say at the end of this 4 years ombenya succession crisis. Because yen said that market obi at to say Dr. Baumia. Ono betimi abeli on betimi de na call election no watimi and we need election there more. It is an etia dia yenya niema a bit dampen the spirit of MPP4. Say supporters and as a bit deep in some seemingly cracks beer a person about party nim. It is an etia dia yenu susa achiche. Now the certain president na ankasa there sadi ni woni mudada. Ada oka story bi wa ha say. Kwame Jebiti Joulu.
Ajoulu asem na ha.
Wanum sambo. Na 2016 osese woko independence parade na obetwa hwe drinking bow yakofa Kwame Joulu yeche Kwame Joulu somewhere February ye jan October under former president Mahama na sade ni sie ene so usu bempa ya nche no chema wade ya nche no temak so asabi onabo asamo abo atin ya nche no
the charge of the board said the yire abo national security for me
okay na da kwa bafi
top FM
to ekire he ya
Kofi Adams na me ekoche no
ye che na da kwa bafi iti eye niema ewo NDC mu se anytime bia na omo beba ban mu bia no MPP4 na abeda target na mayo ho sem ne se omo ani ewa ban mu ya MPP4 na ne ewa ban mu ankofo eni akonwa bo mo ankasa bo akonwa ma omo ho eda ne omo ho that's where can say mpo omo pacha omo ankofo no eda ne omo ho dwanto ahene ewo party nim NDC ni aya bone no na MPP ni afa ne chaw no aka so na wa pro ni tumam no akwa akopa chew na odi ama NDC no but that sa nipa kro na ne nanfofo ne ba power na omo teteye no ontimi nko ne nanfofo ne ho nkoka nkyere omo se de ana no meye ma no nso ye bi mame na mo teteye nkofo inti ene omo yedi inti aso dachi bia MPP besamba power e ma sa cha ne ntoma na omo park no omo besa kofa bi ma na ye beba power ama o masan be yes an ema no bi mu ana na eho na da sebre be redeem quotation ne dia ma me no we ye to the NDC da sebre me ba to the NDC entata we fi ase enye ne ye fa chamati aja ko ya mo ni tuo nku no ye de ne Taliban abo ni tuo wo na chi se ye kunu de ne koto mog nyankopon adom ne papa ne ti ase e na NDC mfanya MPP but we nyina ntimi ambu ya bam but this time around no ebia ye kwa ne ye ba ne ye man is abim that's a read Luke chapter 6 verse 25 mama
na papu asobe na akọ
eno nya wasam
Bible
verse 25 verse 25 that's a read mama
Lucas empa etinsia nchemu aduonunum mu amoamiye munue ne kombe mo
yes
mu amoamiye
ba ko santo aso
ne kombe mo
ba ko to aso
mo siri sesei munue na mo wure beho na mo su
yes NDC for
Luke say
Luke chapter 6 verse 25 eti mo ena mo sere mu fi se ya che chama Wontumi ya che adenta kumi enti mo wo power enti mo yes ane ma no ena Luka nsempa no da sebre kan ma mo no o si munue na mo re beho na mo su ye ba na ye beba biem ye beba power biem no ye mu bi mi amete ya me keka I'm telling you me keka dia kwasui
obi abetima
twasa yakofa jombo aduka adam be kan ha se kan no permanent ra mu biem me I suspect so mo be fasa cars na em so mo bag cars na just to track them yakofa kan ni wia ni asan ko jaka no asiba bi se wankasa kofo ade
ebetima ku kwan so
chama wade ka omo kofa ye wie na omo sa ko jaka ni shiba bi se wankasa kofa oka
no a ediki ni mo omu ye no man fa mo no mkopa
Mr. Ashanti pacho me the picture bi ma fatu so sisie fatu sisie na me hwa de
ubremu a nsuo ni aduane ye de maw na o de kan wa no ba bi e be di te ni obi a no you never come back the same
Mr. Ashanti pacho mo da mo hwa de mu da mo hwa ni
kwam jebi no
kwam jebi court orders rearrest of man who predicted Mahama will fall
correction you
what the kwam jebi ni Ajwani yedi muka kira kwam jebi ni mo hwa de was say mami reading a second court in Accra has ordered the arrest of Kwame Jebi, the man who allegedly stated that President John Dramani Mahama will fall down during this year's Independence Day parade. Jebi, 33, who is being held on charges of threat of death and offensive conduct, failed to turn up in court, hence prosecuting DSP George Amega prayed for a bench warrant. The court was say Jebi is alleged to have made the comment at a drinking spot at Jowulu in Accra, and this was witnessed by some people. But anyway, where Kwame Jebi asebini, Kwame Jebi amani hu no. So timi this asebini. I will tell you so. Where ye President Mahama
wabo
ana oka
yes na oka story na abusuafo no be ka say onya typhoid bia em say affect na adwen onya typhoid bia em say affect na adwen enu ti na ma na yesa no nti kwamje be godon
bra
obekai ai your father yesia no ye na se no ai George Boatin
yes
George Boatin so be contest former president Mahama nipa na the form ne ma George Boatin keke ne ye yina di free NDC party headquarters
yes
ye wie ya no na o makọ George Boatin fie se wa ye fi wo ni fie ho na o masa akọche George Boatin wa denta so wa ye fi e wo ni fie ho
me sama asa
akọ ni fie
eda e say almost had na ekodo na okofa dentist for sabeche dey say won tutri ni e dey say fi asa achedo oh my goodness arabusafo aha ye Wontumi radio 95.9 movement television to program din di bechiremu ye di nkomo you see ya na life kakra but we are living dangerously as Ghanaians. I'm telling you, we are living dangerously now. I don't even know say obetimi back court no nya justice krompo court a look at nema e koso you ni akoche no eda me kan wa start free wo no ayin owura kan ofrata so many the run da se beti ha ye kan na nkofo send message munyai na de akolo twa mo kan na ede no de maamo enfa so be ni munya as if I knew said there was going to be a day for somebody to also arrest me. Yeah, kind. As if I knew. Me kasa me verse work no frata. Oba be mu se me hu no bad ye. Yes ba ko physical ye no ko ye interview woni ho. Me no fa ko bra kwa chi of blessed memory. Enu ano no. Me nim so hu me obehu mi mpo. Enti enye de manya afiri obi ho. Enye de wo nya afiri obi ho. Hey, I can tell you. In fact, MPP amamumu obi a Ghana for do na gire se ni ti more den kra no. Obi nya no so mfa so. Eye denya. Oba kubi enya no so. Eye denya. Ah, na obi enya no so mfa so kwakotwe mpena kra ma ne e ma ne oba no kra mpo no wo hwe no o ma singing room bi so no so nya no so mfa so. Eti Yesu sunka e na akọ ni ti modern papa ni ti modern mama ni ti modern he etu bi na akọ de adasa na wutete nkomo a ne ye kasa ye obi di obi ho adanse a e be surprise you et
kumase
da se be chi kumase
ai wahama me chi kumase
so oba de friend say Tracy Boachi
ko ka Tracy Boachi
se bo ya mechi
Kofi Boachi
mechi eti John Mahama e na ko bi sani he you see na John Ludi esi enim ho kakra sa sport na se bi si ye no
that's no experience yani akade Europe
I don't know the rosa she baby me show ye ko
show we yeah you tell them
obi akọ
and to say afi nkwa wie ye no em say me may last because she say that similarly coca no more pre o
good to go next coca kwa de say the 3 years say do ko kun wo OSP ho no
o ya chobi na ya ko ma bele lu akoko ntokwa am say ya ko
me de ma me de mbekwa chi say mentama